Yeah, I know. So I'm just confused why I have to be there so early. It's 8:30 in the morning. I don't get up that early. Yeah, I know it's a court. Okay, so you're gonna be there, right? Yeah, I'm not paying you for nothing. Anyway, I didn't know I wasn't supposed to say that stuff, so I don't care. I might be there, I might not. Anyway, I love you, bye. Hey, uh, that was Obama. I just had a meeting with Obama. Welcome back to another episode of Danny Rossiter Music Marathon Podcast Edition. I'm your host, Danny Rossiter. You may have noticed I'm wearing something different now. The last sweater I had was really itchy. I just couldn't wear it. Today on the show, we have a few things we could talk about. I'm in a little bit better headspace, and now we're going to get things rolling. We got a few people we want to talk to. I got a few stories I want to tell, so let's get going.
3, 2, 1.
So first, we have a story from my good friend Timmy Fingers. He is calling us from the Dominican Republic because he went on a vacation, and I had a few questions about what it's like there and what happens when you go, like what's like the restaurants like, or what's the bathroom situation there. So he's going to tell us a little bit what that's like.
I mean, you walk in and there's literally like a dead cat hanging from the roof, and fucking, three raccoons are playing cards. Actually, I'm lying, they're playing dominoes, and they're just staring at me. You gonna piss buddy or what? Like, hurry up, get the show on the road here, bud.
And that's all he had to say. Okay, that's cool. That's weird. It's kind of funny. Dead cat, we don't like that. Raccoons, whoa, crazy. What have I been doing? Lately, I have been really into Barry Belafonte. Harry Belafonte. Harry Belafonte. He's a super cool artist. Not as good as me, though. I've been working on my new album to make up for the last one that was a little bit of a flop, people said, but I know it's not, so that doesn't matter. I've been working on my sound, really kind of going back to my roots, because, sometimes when you stray and you get distracted by life, you gotta get back to your roots. You gotta say, hey, where did I come from? What are things really like on the inside? And then bring it back to the surface, and it bubbles up. And sometimes if you don't, write it down, it bubbles up and you're at the gas station, you freak out and get arrested for disorderly conduct. So we don't want people doing that. So I kind of said, I'm going to go back to my roots. And some people may not know exactly what my roots are, because not people know my history. I've said my history, but people don't really listen sometimes. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about my backstory after the break. Yeah, so I can get a delivery from the liquor store. I just need... So we're back. I'm going to talk about a little bit about my history, a little bit about my origin stories, because not many people know, and sometimes you just got to tell people. Okay, so when people ask, hey, where did you grow up? What? I said Gardner Mines, but I don't really remember, my actual childhood. I don't know what the deal with that is. I don't really recall anything up until... my first memory is I was in the woods. And this guy was hunting and he found me or something, and he took me back. He really took me under his wing, and he let me stay in his camper. And then him and his family kind of like really nurtured me and really taught me how to be a person in this world. And then so when I did that, I think I was 17, 14, 20, I don't know how old I was. And then I started to really, they showed me fiddle music, and I was like, this is really nice. And then I started getting, go to those Kaylee things, and then one thing led to another. I learned how to be in a band. I played the triangle. I played bongos, and then eventually I got famous. I got picked up by a few managers, and they took me to the big cities. They took me. Well, actually, before that, I got famous in Sydney, where I was the manager of a band called Unbroken Chains, and then things really took off from there. We got a lot of credibility, and people really. I made that band happen. I made I made their careers take off. They were doing great. The lead singer kind of got in a little bit of a drug problem. Things went south, and then he actually died, and I think all of them died. And then after that, where I really started a downward spiral of my own. But then I went to the big city. Yeah, that's actually then I went to Toronto, and then I was the manager of a entertainment facility with people. It was fun. It was cool. It was a lot of beautiful ladies, and but then they turned on me. The bouncers turned on me, and I was attacked, and I was actually thrown into a dumpster, and I was in the hospital for 30 days. And then after that, I moved to Japan, and that's where I met my wife Gail, and we had 6 beautiful children. They don't. None of them live with me anymore. My kids don't live with me anymore. But then, after that, I was really inspired to make more music, and I made 13 albums. Some of them on the charts in countries, and then I got back into drinking. It's kind of like people. I like to say like the bottle's like a soother. It's like some people turn to the bottle. I turned to that bottle. That was my soother, and yeah, I worked on myself a little bit more, and I did some poetry. I was actually gonna read some of my poetry. Anyway, I don't know where the poetry is. But I got into poetry. I went to a few poetry slams. It was a lot of fun. And then I've been doing a lot of work. We're gonna take a break and we'll be back. Am I going to get late? Better not tell you now. Stuck, kiss my ass. And we're back. Hey, Danny Rossiter here. Going through some of my life story. Going to tell you. I told you a bit of some things. We have a caller on the line. Sorry, no. This is a caller telling us about an event happening this weekend.
Come on down to Mercy Payton's evening swim contest for kids.
No, that was the wrong one. You're supposed to put the one with the music. Sorry. An event happening this weekend.
Mercy Payton, Mercy Payton, Mercy Payton. Mercy Payton.
Come on down to Mercy Payton's evening swim contest for kids. There will be snacks, prizes for fastest kid, and an autographed picture of Mr. Sister and the Brotherly Love, along with beer and pizza for parents in the party room. Mercy Peyton's Evening Swim Contest. Once again, that's Mercy Peyton's Evening Swim Contest for kids.
That sounds fun. I wish I could go to that. I'm going to be busy in the studio again. I'm going to be working on a lot of stuff. But that sounds super fun. I wish I was going to the swim contest. I was a good swimmer. There was a time when I was a swimmer in my life, and I could kick all your asses in that realm. So, hey, so I did find my poetry book. I'm just going to say one little poem because people, I know, sometimes don't like poetry, but this one's really good, and I wanted to share it because it just meant a lot to me. We bury ourselves to get high. Huddled in the open crypt, we lay the bottle. The lantern, the papers, the bag on a marble slab. Tune the guitar to a mouth harp, and choir out the old spirits. When the shadows of life have gone, I'll fly away. That just goes to show that I really do have a soul, and I actually do know a little thing or two about how poetry works and how songwriting works, and it just something was from my heart that I felt I had to talk to everyone. So I swear we have a caller. I know I screened it beforehand. I really do know him. He is one of the best friends of mine of my entire life. And like I said before, I don't really like revealing my friends' names, but he had a message for me and my audience, and I wanted to play that.
Hey, Danny. Hey, I just wanted to say congratulations on the new show. I'm here with the boys in Point Coney, and I just want to let you know we support you. Even after the jellyfish incident, God knows things happen, my love. Me and the wife, we actually really like your last album, boy. We still play it on the old CD player there. And don't you ever dare put that CD on again, boy. Oh my God, it sounds like garbage. Sounds like the garbage disposal, boy. Don't you dare put that
Well,
back
that's not the part about it I wanted to show. She's an asshole. Shut the hell up. No, shut the hell up. I like what we talked about. So yeah, that's about all we have for today. Next week, one of my super fans is going to be on the show, and she's one of my best inspirations to keep going, because some of you haters kind of bring me down, but she really keeps me inspired. Thanks for joining us. Yeah. Until next time, this is the Danny Rossiter Music Marathon.